Hey guys, how's it going? This is BillyEatWorld, and today we're taking a look at FN weapons in Battlefield 4. Now, last week you might have caught my video on Heckler & Koch weapons, but the other brand as widely represented in-game, as well as in the real world, is the Belgian manufacturer FN Herstal. FN stands for Fabrique Nationale, and since 1889 they've been a major supplier of small arms to the Belgian military, as well as in recent times many NATO countries. Prior to World War II, FN were probably most well known for the production of the Browning high-power handgun, which alongside the M1911 is one of the most widely used and iconic handgun designs to originate in the early 20th century. Like Heckler & Koch, since World War II and the Cold War period, FN have branched out and developed a range of military weapons for a range of different roles, specialising in individual and squad support automatic weapons. In Battlefield 4, we have access to a number of FN weapons, including the F2000, M240B, M249, the AK-5C, P90, the FN57 and the SCAR weapons. No discussion of FN weapons would be complete though without first covering the FN FAL, which is a rifle that was so widely used among NATO countries during the Cold War that it's known as the right arm of the free world. The FAL is a select-fire battle rifle chambered in the 7.62 NATO cartridge, which, if it hadn't been for the intervention of the USA, could have been the first intermediate cartridge assault rifle adopted by NATO. The FAL was originally designed to fire the 7.62 by 33mm Kurz round, developed by the Germans during World War II for the Sturmgewehr 44. During the Cold War, as ammunition standardisation was looming among NATO countries, the FAL was redesigned for the larger 7.62 NATO cartridge, which was almost too powerful for the weapon. The increased recoil of the 7.62 NATO cartridge made automatic fire inaccurate, which is still an issue that exists in the real world for weapons featured in Battlefield 4 like the SCAR Heavy and the ACE-52 Galil. For this reason, many countries, including the UK, Australia and Canada, used a semi-automatic only version of the FAL called the L1A1. The USA had also originally intended to adopt the FAL as their primary service rifle after World War II, but opted instead for the M14, which also fired the 7.62 NATO round and was largely converted to semi-automatic as well. In recent decades though, the USA has adopted a number of FN weapons into general service, including the MAG 30 caliber light machine gun, which is known as the M240B, and the Mini-Me 22 caliber light machine gun, which is known as the M249. The US Special Operations Command also uses the 30 caliber SCAR Heavy and the 22 caliber SCAR Light, which was also a contender in the US military's individual carbine competition to find a replacement for the standard M4 carbine. The P90 submachine gun is also famously used by the US Secret Service and many other law enforcement and security groups around the world, because its high capacity and compact bullpup design make it perfect for this kind of discreet close quarters role. As well as in the USA, FN weapons are used throughout the world in military and law enforcement groups, and many of the FN weapons found in Battlefield 4 are in general service with the armed forces of different countries. Two of the most notable users would be Belgium and Sweden, who have adopted the FN-FNC as their standard assault rifle, although this weapon is known in-game by its Swedish designation, the AK-5C. Belgian Special Forces also use the space-age looking polymer frame bullpup assault rifle, the F2000, although this weapon is a relatively new design by assault rifle standards and is yet to see widespread adoption. Among law enforcement and security groups, the FN57 is also a popular handgun, which is in use with over 40 countries around the world and serves alongside the P90 in the US Secret Service. Apart from its own designs though, FN are also responsible for a few more third-party designs which make an appearance in Battlefield 4, including the Colt M16 and the Browning M250 caliber machine gun. With all this considered, it's hard not to consider FN as one of the most dominant suppliers of small arms in the Western world since World War II. It's likely that this dominance will continue well into the 21st century, and it's likely that we'll see many FN designs in Battlefield games in the future. So the question is, what's your favourite FN weapon, and what FN weapons would you like to see return in Battlefield Hardline and other future Battlefield titles? Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and as always, if you like what you see, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. If you haven't already, please check out all my other Battlefield 4 videos. I've got them all linked in a playlist in the description below. And until next time, see you later and have a good one.